getting ready to film right now two beautiful Blue Rays that I'm so delighted to have met here in Mineral Hot Springs.
And here I am, I'm lumbering up like a big old rhino here. Can I sit behind you, in front of you?
Sit right here.
Okay. And Deborah's, she'll probably follow me down. We may have to rally her.
Okay.
She started cooking a little bit.
Oh, okay, okay. You want the pillow?
I'll save it for my beloved.
Oh, how
here,
sweet.
it's good for my knee. I'll put my knee on it.
Okay.
You can sit there too.
So I don't know what this looks like. We'll have it edited.
We'll find out later.
So, yeah. Well, I don't know. What if I don't have your face in here?
Oh. You're quite right. I'd be headless, which would be just like a blue ray.
Oh wow, that's perfect.
Is it cool? Now, if you're right here, like we're turning like this to talk to each other, is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right on.
Perfect, perfect.
Yeah.
So wait, all right. So I met this amazing adult Blue Ray and his beautiful wife, Deborah. This is Curtis.
Thank you, Corey.
Corey, sorry.
No.
I'm not good with names.
You're wonderful with vibration.
So, and this is his beautiful wife.
Is she here? Look who's here. Come on in, Deborah Sue.
Deborah
Come
Sue.
sit on the settee.
They're
Come sit on the seat right there. Snuggle right in.
It is so inspiring for me to meet up with new vibrational beings. I know they've got their human suits on right now.
Yes.
She is. Go ahead, describe what you do for a living, Deborah Sue, and then we'll go Corey.
Integrative healing arts medicine and helping people with chronic and current health concerns, physically, spiritually, and such. Yeah.
And I spend my days as an urban educator in urban public high school, and otherwise I created a music project some 20 years ago this year called World One. And if we have a little chant that we do every day that I teach to the kids as youth broadcasters, broadcast journalists, it's people love peace, equal power, unity. It's real easy. It's kind of an easy entree, an introduction to what are we up to as humans, really.
And I'm going to interject on
Yes,
this
please.
because this is perfect. This is your typical Blue Ray who came from Utopia that wants to help the masses, that has a heart as large as the universe, to come here to help people heal, to raise vibration of this earth plane. And part of them have found out that it's difficult for them to be here because it's not Utopia, and they don't understand people who can't be in peace and love. And here's an example. They're natural lovers of loving, but natural lovers of sound and vibration. We came in on a Blue Ray vibration, and it never leaves us.
Yeah, I can chime with that.
Can you relate, because my understanding with Blue Rays, they call us the hybrid indigo. Have you ever felt a sense of low self-esteem, or like you didn't fit in this world, or nobody understood you?
Well, I can go back to a letter that I've treasured from my eldest brother, who was Robert, no middle name, or Robert Scott, I'm sorry, it's my dad who has no middle name. Robert Scott is my beloved elder brother who was, he offered his life to the military service in the Vietnam era, and he didn't come home. So while he was there, he wrote me a beautiful letter, which is now, it's preserved, but it's in a beautiful koa box, and it's in with a few precious things like treasures. And he articulated beautifully when he was 20 and I was 10 or 9 about how uniquely sensitive I was. I mean, compared to my brothers. So if I touched my skin, it raised. I came up in stripes, and very sensitive and emotional. And I had to learn to tough up. Sports helped me a lot. I was a completely devoted lacrosse player back on the East Coast. And so I learned to, apply myself and kind of tough up a little bit. So I always, I cherish the natural world. The natural world makes a lot of sense to me. I feel right at home in trees and flowers and that chirping bird that was just here. So I'll borrow gently from Let's All Sing Like the Birdies Sing, tweet, 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 tweet. life is sweet if we'll let it be. If we go with the universal, what's here, it's not a metaphor, it's spirit in flesh and bark and bone and mineral and crystal and ether. So when we flow with that and we know that, we're at peace. That's one of the rumors and conditions of peace. Is the primary invocation is let it be.
Exactly.
I see. And there will be an answer, and the answer is the great being.
Right.
So disturb as little as possible, be harmless as possible, enjoy as much as possible, share as much as possible, care as much as possible. When I think, did I fit in? Well, you know, I have a knack for being a particular way, and I was just mentioning to my beloved Deborah Sue here that I remember being on a freeway, literally a freeway a few times in life. Once on Long Island, looking at the endless chrome and glass of a steaming Long Island expressway, and another time in Hawaii, in Kailua, which we both know. And I was looking at these lines of traffic at a particular hour when everything's bottlenecked, and I went, how did this happen? Why do people choose this? This mechanical, stressed out sort of blandishment. We're in paradise, it's clear, especially when you're in Lanikai or Kailua and you're looking up at the Ko'olau, and you can see, you know, the quality of the light and the aina and the kai and kala and hina, and it's just scintillating with life, and yet we seem to have just, what's the one I'm looking like, we cudgeoned ourselves and put ourselves in little boxes and machines to skitter around, quite unaware, or I don't want to say inured, but self-inured, or forgetting how beautiful it is if we just let it be, stop the car, get out, dance in the rain. So belonging, sure, but maybe out of sync. So that's why I created a music project to kind of look for all those rhythms and the mythopoetry from all world cultures that are hinting back to the source, like parables.
Right, right. When did you realize, Deborah Sue, that you wanted to be an acupuncturist? What?
Well, I'll even go back to that first question, which is, I remember when I was 5 going, I'm not sure this family, this culture is mine.
That's exactly a Blue Ray comment.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
And it was dissonant as a kid because sometimes it was not always a collective feeling. But as I matured and I realized that I had to find my own ways, like I felt like an old soul or a Buddhist in the middle of a New York Jewish cultural upbringing, and I recognized that I had to follow some inner voice and to decide how I would explore my expressions of giving back. And Chinese medicine felt resonant because that one sentence that I'd heard of energy preceding matter was so, it was like door open. That's exactly what I feel, like we are energetic beings first.
Looking fabulous.
And, and
how are you?
all of this fits somehow together, and studying nature and that we are nature and the metaphors of nature as who we are and how we are. That rings for me. And it's still a journey. I'm not done.
No, I understand that it is still a journey. Now here's an example of 2 beautiful Blue Rays, star seeds, that agreed to come through the Stargate. I believe that you guys had a past life commitment to one another to find each other in this lifetime so that you had a community, because you understand the flow of which you vibrate at as individual light beings. So this is beautiful. It's rare to see twin flames find each other.
Oh.
And yeah, I know. Look at that. That's so beautiful.
It is. So we met. Like,
this is the way it should be.
Adults, you know, and we both had prior relationships in other lives, but it was.
But it's a journey.
It really was instantaneous. The little romantic tale. There's always an anecdote. Her sister mapped me out for her years before she met me. I was dumb as a rock on this one. I just didn't see it coming. She was doing, like, this never works, by the way, but it did. So her sister's an MD, an intuitive in her own way, and they're chi sensitive, the 2 of them. She took the conventional path of MD. This one took the other nature path. And her sister mapped it out, and the day we met was the day we stayed. Just click, chime, gong, you know. It was pretty cool.
I didn't stop smiling for, well, I haven't stopped smiling.
Oh,
except
wow.
when I'm cranky.
When he's cranky, That's true.
Sages get cranky.
Oh, you know what's lovely? This is kind of lovely. This spot particularly, where we happen to serendipitously be this morning, is just a couple of yards from where we were wed, because we love this particular place, and other people were wed here. It's lovely. So the night we were wed, this place was a crystal palace. Freezing rain had fallen, and all of this, we call it black ice elsewhere in the world, but everything was glistening, sparkling like a gold, like a white palace. It was magnificent.
A winter wonderland.
Right here.
The morning we
So,
woke up.
and here we are meeting you in this wonderful place. And we're just feet. Last night you treated us to an absolutely amazing
A healing bath.
A healing bath.
Sound
and
bath.
Cooperative, collaborative musical performance with people of different generations, including a young lady from my high school who's staying a few cabins away. And we had like laser beam fireflies in communion with the creek, and the bowls were hello.
Mariposa.
Mariposa. And by the way, as we're sitting here, there's a beautiful clutch of quiche Mayans tending the grounds behind us. There's sweet peas growing over here. There's been hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of ladybugs alighting along the creek bed here the last few days. And I will say that I trough when we leave here, because I know what we're driving into. But remembering what we're sharing right now, and the prospect of seeing you again sometime in the near future.
Yes.
Yay!
I get people say, "Wait, is your new home in Northern Cal?" And I'm like, maybe I am open.
Yes.
Like, so it's,
Yes.
Yeah.
It's one of the many important homes.
Well, I guess I don't want to yammer, but any place where you can resonate with the natural patterns and the flow, and it's quite apparent and it's palpable, and you can taste it and smell it and see it. And everybody's in a lovely mood, and people are scraping knuckles and working hard here to move all the rocks and tend to the streams and the bathhouse and the cabins. And this is a lovely place. So I want to say, may this particular place and space and flowering time be preserved in its simplicity and its honest intention to help people whole through whatever modalities are consistent with their progress and remembering.
I think in a sense, I'm going to sneak in right over here.
Yeah, sneak in with us. Get over here. Aloha. Aloha, darling. We love you. God bless you. Yeah, let it be.
I'm going to put in my, three of us, so three cents worth.
Yes.
This is what it's like when you meet community. This is when we come together. It's a combustion, and it's not just on an energetic level, it's on a beyond soul. It's like the soul gate opens up and the stargate opens up and says, this is what we're asking for. This is what will make a shift in this world today in 2015. Bless his brother's heart, Robert Scott, for being that young man at 20, having to take his journey. Bless you.
Thank you, Robert. Bobby, we love you forever.
Forever. We're all just grateful for what you've done. And that was very courageous. So, peace out or peace in.
Namaste and back at you. Namaste.
Oh my God.
Woo!